Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. Certainly a hive of activity going on in the building here. Our sister company dailies have been going since 11 o'clock, so apologies for a few moments and hold up in allowing you into the room here, but it is important that we maintain our social distancing and comply with all the COVID regulations. We do really appreciate you working with us in terms of that. My name's Grant Child. My role is to facilitate proceedings here today, folks, but I don't do it by myself. I've got a great team. I've got Robert looking after all the technology in the auction room. We've also got Craig, Karen, Jill and Gordon on hand here. Of course, they're here today, folks. If your bids don't take you to the owner's reserve price, then that's the level where I'm, as the auctioneer, authorised to put the property to the market and sell to the highest bidder. But if we don't quite get to that level, so I'll simply put a pause on the auction. One of the team will step in. They'll work with you at that juncture, folks, to give you every opportunity to work with our sellers here today and see if we can't reach agreement and help you buy your new property. And I say that because, to be very clear, folks, if we don't reach agreement and I formally close the auction, be very aware anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. And I know our market is extremely busy at the moment, folks, and we do have conditional buyers on a number of our properties this afternoon, hoping that they won't sell. So we're going to quickly whistle through the documentation today, folks. You're bidding on the basis we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide. They've been available on the stand as you come in out there through reception and into the auction room. And of course that booklet gives you all the guidance that you need to buy on a cash unconditional basis, which is standard at auctions, and of course you're deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. So to the contract of sale I now take you, folks. That's been circulated in draft form. Again, finalised copies also available in that same stand that you came past, where you scanned the QR code and signed the contact tracing register. So any alterations to the drafts that have been circulated, folks, I'll alert you to that when we get to each of the individual properties. But by way of beginning, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, and accept that contract that we work to. But I will take the liberty of just revising you on this section here on the front page. That's what we call the conduct of auction. Comes as absolutely no surprise to you, I'm sure, that the owners have set reserve prices subject to that being reached or exceeded in the highest bidder. Upon the fall of the hammer, you are there to clear the purchaser from that juncture on, and your only obligations today prior to celebrations commencing is, of course, to sign the contract and, of course, pay your deposit. Just a little bit of your hard-earned cash required today. 10% of the purchase price is what's payable as a deposit. Of course, the balance is then payable on settlement date, and that's an easy transaction for you because it's all handled and done by your solicitors for you as well. So a couple of other points that I just need to make you aware of. If there's any disputed bidding, I'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid, or of course as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to arbitrate that dispute. So telephone bidding, well, that's quite common in today's, particularly in today's market, folks. We do have a number of phone bidders on a number of our properties, and you can bid with confidence knowing that they bid on the same cash unconditional basis as you, and we have documentation in place authorising us to accept those bids via the telephone, and that process has also been authorised by our respective vendors as well. So your opportunity, of course, is in the auction room to get ahead of those telephone bidders here this afternoon. But whilst I'm talking about phone bidders, I take this opportunity of welcoming them via the live stream as well. I'll alert you to any properties that we do have registered phone bidders, folks, so that you are fully aware and everything is totally transparent. Now, in terms of transparency, folks, if we are too far away from the owner's instructions and I've only got one person that's participating in the auction, then I'll work with you and I'll help you get you to that negotiating platform, and I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. There is nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned. I'm the only one authorised to submit a vendor bid. I will only submit a bid well below the owner's reserve price. It is only a technique to help you get to that negotiating platform, at which time I'll pause the auction. You can continue discussions through one of the negotiation team at that juncture, and of course I will also be disclosing all vendor bids as well very clearly to you. Funnily enough, I will actually use the term vendor bid, so total transparency there as far as that is concerned. Again, I will only use that technique if I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price and I've only got one person participating in the auction. There's more of it, I'll leave it entirely up to you. So at this juncture, folks, I'm more than happy to answer any questions for you before we press on and offer you our first property. Excellent. Everybody's done their homework. Okay. We did have a number of properties that were due to be auctioned today, folks. 65B Waratah Street, the area, Solomon Peter Campbell. You'll meet them in just a moment as well. They were marketing that property. Sharon Blakey was marketing 7 Riley Street. Jeff and Sarah Garner, 25 St Paul's Drive, and Leon Santorg over at Panama was marketing 7 Corinth Drive. All of those properties, folks, vendors received pre-auction offers that they were very acceptable to and chose not to go any further with the marketing. Those properties were sold prior to auction. So that's why we get you to register for auctions, folks. So in those situations, everybody was advised of that and given equal opportunity. I said we'd introduce you to Mary O'Sullivan and Peter Campbell. Here they are standing up the front here waiting patiently. They've been busy out there in Heron Avenue, particularly at number 19, folks, offering you a great opportunity here for a peaceful sunny haven on that wonderful easy care site in that small Matua cul-de-sac as well. When we look at the legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, 502 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title SA 51C, folio 338 in the South Auckland Registry Office. Any other changes to the channels listing? No changes there. 20 working days from today's date, still our settlement date, with flexibility around that, of course. And again, folks, as I mentioned in my preamble a few minutes ago, we do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this property. You certainly remember that nice wide deck that flows from the living areas to the beautiful gardens on 3 sides of the property as well. And talking about those gardens, they really are picture book gardens as well, aren't they? Certainly a superb place to just maybe an early morning cup of tea, just have a wander around your garden. Certainly a very peaceful way to start the day. Perhaps later in the afternoon with a beverage of your choice would be a nice place to wander around and smell of the flowers as well. The architectural features include the cathedral set features, folks. The exposed beams, the removed timber throughout the home certainly gives you that touch of edge and touch of class and quality as well. A nice spacious warm home that has really got a real wow factor to it, and of course location. Well, who can argue with Heron Avenue as a prime location out there on the Matua Peninsula. So it's time for you to do some talking now. Buyers who'd like to start bidding away, what quantum might it be, and where do we go from there? $1,100,000. We're underway over here with a good strong start at $1,100,000. I'm happy to take a $10,000 rise from here. At $1,100,000, opening bid up here on the front here against everybody else in the room, against our phone bidders. At $1,100,000, happy to take that 10 from here, making it nice and simple, seeing it's the first one of the day. At $1,100,000, first call for a rise of $10,000. Got it over here first. $1,110,000 it is. $1,110,000, it's over here on the left-hand side. 20, do we say so? 50. $1,150,000. Good strong bidding over here, sir. At $1,150,000. 160 it is now. $1,160,000. You want to talk to that, sir? 1.2, can I say? 75. Okay, no problem. Happy to do that. At $1,175,000. Be very clear, folks. 1,180,000. You want to talk to that, sir? 1.2 it is. At 1.2. Perhaps I'll get time now to let you know, get the words out to let you know. We're on the market. We sell the highest bidder down here. Start holding the bid here at $1,200,000. Happy to take another 10 if it's there for you. At $1,200,000 for outright sale here today, folks. The hammer's up. Don't let it come down and crush your Heron Avenue dreams. First call now, $1,200,000 even. Happy to take a 5 if it'll help you. Even take a single. Your opportunity is here. Hammer's up. It goes 1.2 million. First call now, 1.2. Selling away. Second time. Third. Final opportunity. Not taking any late bids. It goes. It goes. Thank you, sir. Right, moving on to our second property, folks. So those of you that are on the back wall there, unless you're all in the same bubble, can I please ask you, there's some seats up the front here to maintain your social distancing. Things are a little bit close up there. We've already had a couple of complaints from the public that of people not complying with the social distancing regulations. Thank you. We really do appreciate it. As much as we don't like being the COVID police, but we just do have these restrictions on us that we do have to comply with. So I really do appreciate your cooperation as well. Moving on to the next one now, 27A Panama Place. Chris Royal, being the marketing consultant from our Cherrywood office, also here. And just have a look there on the screen there, folks. Clipped off a little bit on the bottom, a little bit of a shame there, but that gorgeous swimming pool and that outdoor living area is what you're about to enjoy. The lucky purchaser today, you're going to feel like those people in Pocono that bought that lotto ticket last night. That's not the 42 million, but I can tell you it is a very special property indeed. Freehold estate there offers you 3,133 square metres of land, more or less, and a land holding like that in this location is very rare indeed. Record of title SA 54D folio 574 confirms all the legal aspects of the property. Just a quick reminder, folks, of clause 23. It's been in the contract since the outset of the marketing campaign. I'll just refer to that, not in its entirety, but basically it does detail that the property is to be sold as is, whereas, and clauses 9.1 to 9.4 inclusive have been deleted relating to the vendor warranties. 4th of November 2021 is your settlement date. Any other changes to the channels list or anything, Chris? All set to go. So land holdings of this size in central Otamoto, as I said, folks, are very, very rare. In fact, they are about as rare as finding a herd of giraffes in Antarctica. It was a great spot there. Think about the family fun times that you're going to have there, particularly the kids in that wonderful playground indeed. With its potential weather tightness issues, if you like fixing things when you really do have to treat this as an absolute bonus, and then you get the opportunity to reap the rewards of having a dream home when all is completed. Certainly a secluded paradise in the city is an easy way to describe this wonderful property here, and definitely a perfect spot to raise a family. 27A Panama Place is the property we're talking about. Who's going to be the owner? Well, that's determined by you folks. Where would you like to start bidding away? $900,000 are underway now. 900. We're going quarters from here. Who wants a 25 rise on top here? Welcome bid there, sir, at $900,000. Who's got a $25,000 rise? Let's go there quickly now. First call at 925. We go over here on the left-hand side here. Back to you for 950, is it? 950 it is, and 75 we say. At 950 it is with my starter over here on the right-hand side. Now, 75 he says, opens the door for an even million for you, sir. At $1 million even with my starter bidder over here on the right-hand side here. Do we say 25 more for you there, sir? On the lot at 25, mate, get $1,050,000, do we say? At $1,025,000 on the left-hand side here. Against you, sir, against everybody else in the room here. Your opportunity is here. $1,025,000, it's over here on my left-hand side against everybody else now. First call now. Happy to take a 20 if it'll help you then. I'll even take a 10 if that's what you're waiting for, folks, to give you that opportunity. Over here at $1,025,000, make it 35 if you will there. First call, 30. 30. 10s at the moment there, sir. 35. 30. 35. Otherwise, I'm happy to go there on behalf of the seller. 35. 35, thank you. Appreciate you working with me, sir. And $1,035. 45, we say there, sir. 45 on the right over here on the left-hand side. Staying in 10s at this juncture, sir. At $1,045. On the left-hand side here. Take a 10 off you, it'll help you there, sir. Do I have another 10 up the back there, sir? At $1,045, it's over here on the left. First call now. Second time, thank you. 55 we go. At $1,055 it is. 65 now. At $1,065 on the left-hand side. 75, you'll turn again there, sir. Here's your opportunity here. Over here at $1,065,000 has it done its time. First call now. Second time in 75 he says yes. 85 immediate retort now. At $1,085 it is. On the left hand side here. 95 do we say there, sir? Or should we round it straight to 1-1? Opportunity is here. At $1,085. 95 should we say for you? Or 1-1? First call now at $1,085,000 on the left-hand side. 95. 110? 1105? 1105. 1105. $1,105 it is. At $1,105,000 on the left-hand side here, your opportunity is here, sir. I'll take a 5 now if it's going to help you, because I can tell you right from this point on, I sell to the highest bidder. At the moment, it's over here at $1,105,000. If this is the one you're waiting for, folks, it's time to put your hand up and make a decision right here, right now. Otherwise, I sell. First call now at $1,105,000. Are you in or out? Second time now. Just give him the checkbook, man. I think you can't. Just need to give him the cash. No, you can't even give him the cash. Just give him the bank account number. We can do it electronically for you. At $1,105,000, I sell away. Then, 10 is it, sir? 10. 1,110. 15, should we say there for you? 1,115. We taught it 20. Do we say there for you, sir? At 20 it is now. At 1,120, 25. Do we say for you? 25 it is. Rounding there at 1,130. 1,130, the back right hand corner here, and 35 it is. 1,135, 40, sir. 40 it is. 45. Straight back, immediate retort. That's the way to do it, sir. 45 and 50. 55. 60. 60. 65. Absolutely sure, sir? Going well so far. Don't let me forget about you in the centre here. At $1,165,000, we sell away on the left-hand side. Take a 2.5 bid will help you there, sir. I'll even take a single, because the hammer's up. It falls in favour of the highest bidder. First call now, $1,165,000. It goes. Second time, third. Last opportunity. How much, sir? 5? Another 5? 70? 75? 75. 1175. 80, 80, 85, 90, 90. Should we go straight 1.2, sir?
Yes, please.
1.2. 1.2 it is. Left-hand side now, 1.2. It's a round number, sir. Pop another 5 on it. If he goes again, you haven't spent anything. 205. 10. 15. Wasn't quite sure how to read those eyes, sir, because I couldn't see the mouth going as well, because it'd be mad. 15. 20. 1220. 25. 25. 30. 35. 40. 45. 50. 55. 60. 65. 70. 75. 80. 85, 90, 95, 1.3. 1.3 it is. 305, sir? 305. 10. 310 it is. 15, 15, 20. 25, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65,
75.
75. Jumping it up. Good strategic move, sir. $1,375,000 fighting fire with another 10. Is it there, sir? 75, 85, 95, 1405, 1415, 1425, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 1505, 1515, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, is it, sir? $1,485,000 to bet. 1.6?
195.
195. 595.
1.6.
1.6. Absolutely sure, sir. You've been a great bidder so far. At $1,600,000, it's a round number. As I mentioned, a couple of $100,000 to go. Put another 5 on it and see what happens. He goes again, you haven't spent anything, but you might buy the property. At $1,600,000 even. Are we in or out? First call now, $1,600,000. What about a 2.5, sir?
2.5.
2.5, 6025.
1610.
1610. 1,610,000. Good strategy, sir. 1,610,000 it is. Got your 100% bet the best this time round, sir. At $1,610,000 it goes. First call now. Second time. Absolutely 100% sure, sir. Hammers up. Third, final opportunity at $1,610,000. It goes. It's all good in that room. Of course, congratulations to our seller. Okay, we won't put these people through their misery then, shall we? Okay, just want to say particular thanks, folks, and really do appreciate your patience in maintaining the social distancing and assisting us with complying with the social distancing rules, folks. On the back wall there, if you're not within the same bubble, there's chairs up here. Can you please make your way forward and take a seat there, just so that we can remain compliant, because we have had a couple of complaints. Just about people concerned about the social distancing. So really appreciate you working with us. Thank you very much. As much as we hate being the COVID police, but it's just something that we've got to do. Your safety is very, very important to us and absolutely paramount, of course, to our salespeople as well. Right, moving on to our third property for the afternoon, number 4, Freiberg Place. Courtney Nixon and Sam Witherston have been marketing this property. A great opportunity. You guys must have had excellent pleasure marketing this property. A superb home indeed. You've got an elevated, fully fenced section there. Gathers that all-day sun just absolutely superbly. As you see there on the screen, you will have witnessed when you viewed the property, that large entertainer's deck there and multiple outdoor living areas. Well, for the summer months coming up, you really couldn't ask for much better, particularly in this wonderful location. The freehold estate is described as in record of title SA 18D folio 1060 in the South Auckland Registry Office. 653 square metres of land is what's on offer for you here today, folks, more or less. 20 working days team is the settlement day set down, a little bit of flexibility around that, I suspect, and a very comprehensive channels list. Any additions, deletions, no changes to what's been circulated out there. So a home that's definitely been fully renovated. It's a beautiful light and bright atmosphere there, and a fully functional open plan configuration as well. You see it there on the screen, the way it connects to the outdoors. It's just simply superb indeed. That spacious palazzo kitchen, well, any chef would really have a ball throwing some pots and pans around in there. Of course, you've got the really large bedrooms as well, I remind you of that, and definitely a family-friendly location. You get often a little bit like the old days in this location, where the kids actually get out and play in the street, because it's nice and safe as well there. And all this just approximately 10 to 15 minute walk to the beach and to Bay Fair as well. Really, it's all about what more could you ask for, folks? Well, one of you can be Santa Claus and shout yourself a Christmas present here today, because you've got the opportunity of being in this wonderful home here at 4 Freiberg Place at Christmas. Where do we say go, folks? What quantum might that be? $1,450,000 with the phone bidder here on the left-hand side here. $1,450,000. Happy to take 25 rides from there. Who takes me to 75? 1475. And the left-hand side here at the back of the room, 155 it is. 1,525 we go straight back there to record at 50. Do we say 1525 it is over here on the left-hand side here? Who says 75? Is it going to be you or any one of the phone bidders? 1.6. Beautiful. Loving your work there, sir. 1.6. Do we go another 25 on top there, man? At 1.6 it is. Over here on my right hand side here at $1,600,000. Take a 20 if it'll help you make you feel more comfortable. Even take a 10. Here's your chance right here, right now. Pardon? 25. 1625 it is. Phone bidder joins us now. 1625. 650 do we say there, sir? Shaking your head the wrong way there, sir. Needed north to south, chin to chest. $1,625,000. Here's your opportunity. Take a 10 if it'll help you then, sir. No? Would it make a difference? 10 is it there, sir? 10, 1635 it is now. 1,635,000. Would it make a difference? Would you come back and see if I tell you you're bidding for kings here? The property's on the market itself to the highest bidder. 10, 45 it is. 1645, 55 did we say for you there, sir? 55 it is. 1655 on the left hand side. 65 do we say? What about you, sir? 65 it is with the front bidder here. 1665, 75 do we say for you, sir? 1665 and 77. Pardon? 5, take your 5. 1670, welcome back. At 1670, treat them the same if they wish, but they're more than welcome to stay in 10s if they wish. What you would talk to that there, sir? 1670, I sell in the centre of the room here. For outright sale at 1670, triple O. 5, 675, 16 and 3 quarters. You start at the 5, sir. Fine print says you start and you keep it going. $1,675,000 it goes. To the phone bidder. 80? 680? 80. 680 it is. Against your buyer on the phone there, Courtney. At 1685. 90? Start bracing yourself for 17. But happy to take the 90 if you wish, Stacey. 1685 on the phone it goes. First call now, 1685 triple O. Won't be taking any late bids, sir. Hammers up. 2. Got you good there, sir. 1687. 1690. 90. 5. Beautiful. 925. 925 it is. 16925 it is. Another 2. 1694 and a half. 1694 and a half. Another 5. Another 4. 1699 and a half. 8 and a half. 99, that'll do. Just some Roman numerals around out there, don't worry about it. Got the team on hand. 1699 it is. $1,699,000 myself. What about just the lazy thousand, sir, and taking 1.7? I've got it for you.
500.
500. 1699 and a half. Beautiful, beautiful. 1704 and a half.
Right down, we've got a bit. That's it.
There, bit. 1704 and a half. 1705? Sure? 100% because I'm going to sell it. 1705. Another 5? Another 5. 1710. 500s aren't working, man. Happy to take another one for you though. 1710 it is. You said that about $10,000 ago. $1,710,000 has done its time. The hammer's up. Out it goes. First call now, 1,710,000. Second time, 1710 triple O. What denomination, man? 10. 10. Beautiful. 1720. Lovely your work here. Wonderful strategy. Be encouraged by that. Our phone bidder with Courtney now at 1,720,000. 25 is it? 25. 35? 35. 1735. 40. Don't let me forget about you over here on the left hand side. 1735 it sells. And you do so well. 40. 50? 50. 1 3/4. Beautiful ring to it. $1,750,000. Where do we go from here?
2.5.
2.5. 750, 2.5. Welcome back, sir. Hope you enjoyed your little bit of sabbatical over there. Perfect. Another 10, is it there, man? 176, 2.5. Another 2.5, is it there, sir? Add another 10 added to it. 176. Another one? Another 2.5? 176,500. I sell over here on the right hand side. What about our phone bidder? First call now, $1,762,500. It goes. Second call now. Won't be taking any late bids. Third, final opportunity. Are you all right? 500 or 5,000? 1767. 10. Beautiful. 1777. 500. Bit of calculation going on over here, isn't there, sir? Welcome you back at any stage. $1,777,500 I sell. First call out, need a decision for me, are we out? Second call out, $1,777,500 it goes. Third, final opportunity, quickly, in or out, sir, it goes, it goes. Congratulations, of course, to ourselves. The current situation at the moment, with only having been able to manage 3 properties per half hour, we've gone a little bit over time with our previous 3 properties, but all 3 properties have been sold, obviously. We do really appreciate you assisting us in compliance with the social distancing, etc. So, because we're doing 3 properties per hour, I am obliged to go through the preamble again, just to make sure that everybody is bidding and buying on the same terms and conditions. My name is Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here today. I'm probably looking after all the technology in the auction room, and should we not reach the owner's reserve price, I'll simply put a pause on the auction. One of the team, Craig, Karen, Jill, or Gordon, will step in at that point in time, give you the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers and see if we can't help you purchase the property here today. If I formally close the auction, folks, be very clear, anybody can come forward afterwards with an offer. That does include conditional buyers, so just need to make you fully aware of that. Just quickly going through the documentation, you bid and buy on the basis which provided you with the buyers and sellers guide, put out by the Real Estate Authority, and of course that booklet gives you all the advice to buy at auction, and you'll remember, of course, you're on that cash unconditional basis, deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. That booklet has also been made available to you in the stand outside of the room, and of course co-located in that stand is the contract of sale that we work to, been circulated in draft form as you see there on the screen, finalised copies available out there in the stand as well. By way of your bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract, very clear, concise document approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society, and of course our vendors, solicitors have given it the seal of approval as well. I'm not going to go through it in its entirety. I'll just cover off this area on the front page which outlines the conduct of auction and simply stipulates, no surprises folks, the owners have set reserve prices subject to that being reached or exceeded. The highest bidder, well, you're on the fall of the hammer, you have declared the purchaser at that juncture. Your only obligations today prior to commencing any celebrations is of course to sign that contract, complete all the documentation, and of course pay your deposit. Just a tenth of the purchase price is all we require you to do. You can do that electronically out at reception there, folks, and of course that forms the deposit. The balance is payable on settlement date, and I'll cover those dates off with each individual property as we work our way through our 1:30 session. Now, in the unlikely event of any disputed bidding, I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid, or as the auctioneer, I can of course arbitrate that dispute. If we do have authorised telephone bidding in place, I'll alert you to that, folks. But telephone bidders, they bid on the same terms and conditions as you do here in the auction room, of course on that cash unconditional basis. We've got all the documentation in place in writing and proving for us to accept those bids by the buyers and of course by the sellers. I'll disclose all telephone bids to you. Another disclosure I will also make to you folks is if I've only got one person participating in the auction, I'll assist you to get you onto the negotiating platform, and I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. Nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned. I will disclose all vendor bids to you very clearly So no issues as far as that's concerned. I will only use a vendor bid below the owner's instructions, and in fact, if I'm by holding a bid at any level on behalf of the vendor, then through me they say to me thanks but no thanks. If you want to purchase our property, you will need to be above that. So it's a pretty simple, straightforward process, folks. And again, as I said, I will disclose all vendor bids. Funnily enough, I'll actually use those words, vendor bids, so you'll know very clearly as to who your competition is at the moment. But if it's me holding a bid on behalf of the vendor, they're simply not interested in talking to you at that level, you will need to be above that. Right, happy to answer any questions, folks. While you might be thinking about one, I welcome the viewers watching via the live stream at this point in time as well, and that of course does include some of our telephone bids for our 1:30 session as well. No questions? Excellent. Right, let's press on. 167 15th Avenue. Sharon Blakey from our Cherrywood office been marketing this property, sir. This property here at 15th Avenue. Certainly an avenue's beauty with appeal, with its got lovely appeal there with its monochromatic palette there. You will recall that when you went to view the property. Of course, it is described as a cross-lease freehold, all described in regular time, SA 49C, folio 381. Now, we do have a consent form, folks. If you haven't already signed the consent form, you are bidding today on the basis that if you haven't done so, you will sign it at the same time as you sign the contract, confirming that you acknowledge that we have informed you that the consented carport has been fully enclosed by a previous owner and there is no record of that conversion on the council LIM report. You purchased with that knowledge with no recourse against the current owner. Settlement date, 10 working days from today's date, Sharon. And you were just telling me before that the garden shed has now been added to the channels list. So that's an added bonus there for you folks. If it does fall in your favour, Sharon will make sure that that garden shed is notated on the contract as an added chapel for you as well. Certainly that's all we need to really cover off it. It's pretty straightforward. All tickety boo there. Certainly a lovely renovated property, but vibrantly restyled to rival a new home for quality, comfort, and I take this opportunity of commending the vendor on the presentation of the property as well. So could I just ask you, if you wouldn't mind, please, just to pop your mask on. Thank you. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. So back to the property itself there, folks. All the hard work has been done here, so the opportunity for you to live comfortably, enjoying a premium location. You've got diverse shopping, schooling, dining and transport, all within easy reach of your new home at 167 15th Avenue. You've got that easy care, fully fenced section. You've got the lush leafy plantings as well, and of course you've got good off-street parking as well. So here's your opportunity to buy the property here today, folks. Where would you like to start your way?
620,000? 620.
620. I thought you said 660, ma'am. I'm sure it's $620,000. Appreciate your start there, ma'am, and enjoy the journey of property ownership here in the auction room this afternoon. $620,000. Having to take a 20 rise on top there at 620, triple O. First call now for a rise of $20,000. I chase down now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity for you to join us. Got it over here on the left-hand side here ahead of you, sir, at 640. Is it you that's going to take me to 60, or is it going to be you? At $640,000, the lead bid over here on the left-hand side. 660 we go now. I named a great band after them as well. At 660 it is. Do we say 680 for you? Here's your opportunity now. What about you, sir? 680 it is. At 680, rounding it to 700, triple O, shall we? At $680,000. It's over here on the left-hand side. Can I say 700 for you? Just do it quickly, man. It won't hurt anywhere near as much.
685?
No. Take 10. 690?
Okay, 690.
690. Treat you the same there, man. At 690. 690 it is over here. We say 700 for you. You're welcome to stay in 20s if you wish so. At $690,000, what about you, sir? The opportunity is here. At $690,000. Here it is down here in front. First call now at $690,000. Looking for another $10,000 rise. Second time, are we in or out?
700.
700. Got it. You're going to need to be a little bit quicker than that, but if you want to buy it, sir, at 700 it is. At 700 down here on the left-hand side. The lady's back in front. Against you, sir, and against you, ma'am, at $700,000. Should we take you 5 now? feeling in a really good mood this afternoon. It's $700,000, lead bid over here on the left-hand side. Highest bidder gets to discuss with our seller at this point in time. A little bit away from where I need to be. 5? Need you 5. $710. Beautiful work there, sir. At $710. Be encouraged by that there, man. At $710. Still take a 5 if it'll help you there. At $710. Directly behind you. Good strategy, sir. Good move. At $710. Are you back in with another 5 there? Take a 2.5 if it'll help you. 2.5 for you. First call now at $710.
2.5.
2.5. 12.5. 15, sir. 15. 17.5. 7.15 it is directly behind you. Against you, ma'am, and against you. It's 7.15. First call now, $715,000 they'll be in a wrap. Second time, big. Last opportunity in a rounds. Gordon bids it. You can strengthen your position, sir. Take me to 720 if you wish. Don't let me hold you back. In a round? Sorry? Seven. Okay, 40. Bids with them $715,000. Let's see if you can help them, please. The gentleman in the back here. Well, we're straight on one of those negotiations. Keep going. Place 96, Tauranga Memorial Drive. Nicholas Maloney from our Lakes office. Needing no introduction out there in the marketplace, doing an outstanding job as you always do there. Nicholas, as do the rest of our EVES team, immaculately maintained and designed to make life really, really easy as this property here at 96 Tauranga Memorial Drive. It is a freehold estate, 513 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title 734411. 20 working days, Nicholas, our settlement date. Yeah, so and what about channels? What's the additions to that? No changes to what you've had circulated in the draft form out there. You've got that stylish modern kitchen there with quality fixtures and fittings that you will simply really enjoy. In fact, your nightly feast will taste so much better when they've been prepared out of this wonderful kitchen. Certainly a layout designed for practicality for entertainers as well. You've got the open plan living that's finished with a soft, pearly, neutral tone, so your personal furniture is going to blend into this home very nicely indeed. Designed for al fresco entertaining, opening up to the outdoor patio as well. It is just simply superb all the way. You've got the bus stop right outside to commute to the city for work, or just minutes from the Tauranga crossing for all the major shopping facilities there. Certainly a great place to Karen, I know you've given your credit card a bit of a hiding out there at the lakes every now and again. It is a great shopping complex. All that is just minutes away from your new home at 96 Tauranga Memorial Drive. Who says go on this one, Nicholas? I would have thought something circa $1 million would be a fair and reasonable start for a property like this. Somewhere circa $1 million. Slightly above it, the good. Having worked slightly below with you. Looking for an opening bid now, folks. The opportunity is here. It's the auctioneer. I'm only here to deal with the cash. Leave the conditional interest up to these guys afterwards. Nicholas, I understand you've got some people that are showing some good interest in the property. First call now for cash. Second time. Third, last chance. Okay, happy to close the auction, Nicholas, because I know you're going to have that property under contract in no time. Indeed, it is an outstanding property in a great location. I don't think it's going to take too long. You better make sure your fuel tank's full, mate, because you don't get it. Already done and ready to go. Good work. Yeah, if you're interested in a property like that, talk to Nicholas, and he's more than happy to show you through this afternoon. Right, moving on to our third and final property for our 1:30 session this afternoon, folks. 358A Automoto Road is the property in question, marketed by Lisa Zawalkowski from our Cherrywood office. Every time you have an auction, Lisa, I lose time in my week because I have to practice pronouncing your surname, but I get it right all the time. So, doing a great job out there. It's been a wonderful opportunity to present such a lovely home in this very sought after location. Brand spanking new, this one, folks, with the open plan living opening to the northwest facing deck for you to enjoy as well. The legal aspects of the property, it is a freehold estate. You purchase approximately 307 square metres of land, more or less, and that you purchase that property and take ownership of it on the settlement date, which shall be 10 working days after the issuing of the new record of title and issuing of the code compliance certificate, whichever is the latter, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. So record of title is being worked on at the moment, as is the code compliance certificate, but everything needs to be through before you can take possession. But then 10 working days after that, you can be in this wonderful property indeed. Any update, Lisa, on where we're at in terms of the code compliance certificate or the record of title?
Yeah, the final inspection passed yesterday, so we just got confirmation of that here this morning, and I forwarded to all the buyers.
Beautiful, excellent. What about the record of title? How far away do we think that might be? Is that land transfer office now?
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks away. So there you go, folks. So a great opportunity here. And any changes to the channels list at all?
No, that was
No, all is circulated there. So look at this for a spot there, folks, coming up on the screen. The perfect spot there for you. Just see the balustrade coming into play there. Perfect spot for your morning coffees or your sunset cocktails as well. Just absolutely superb indeed. And as you sit out there in the evenings, particularly through the summertime, you'll see the urban lights starting to dance into light there. Picture that with the full moon shining over the water as well. You've got the Carlton Street Park just down in front of you there as well. Certainly some stunning elevated views of the inner harbour and beyond to catch those sunsets. On the interior, you've got those quality appliances and fittings in a kitchen that really is designed very nicely indeed for entertainers. Add your gardening touches to the property, being a nice low maintenance section as well, and it really is a home that's going to offer you a lifestyle to kick back, relax and enjoy. And I think it would be remiss of me if I didn't mention the handy location up there on the Otomoto Ridge. You've got Brookfield shops one way, Cherrywood shops the other way, all really handy, reputable schooling surrounding you as well. In fact, you can see quite a few of them just out from home, can't you, those great schools. So without further ado, folks, who'd like to be the new owners? That's what we're here to determine here this afternoon, to give you that opportunity. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place. Is it going to be a phone bidder to start me off, or is it going to be one of you here in the room? What might the quantum be? I thought 900 would be a fair and reasonable start. It's probably
800.
800? Well, I would have thought 900 would be a fair and reasonable start. I'm having started away at 9.
900.
900, thank you, ma'am. Welcome aboard now at $900,000. We're going $20,000 rises. We appreciate the interest from our phone bidder though. $900,000 a fair and reasonable start down here. Do we go 920? It is a brand new home up on the Otomoto Ridge. First call now at $900,000, looking for a 20 right. Second time now, appreciate your bid at the back there, sir, 920. Against you, ma'am, on the back wall now, $920,000. Against you, against the phone bidder now, 940, can we say? Let's just go there quickly now. At 940 it is. On the nod here at 940, 960, your turn there, sir. You don't have to wait for the 1, 2, 3. It's going to come anyway. At $940,000 with my starter down here, first call, 60 we go. At 960 on the back wall against you, ma'am, can we say 980 for you? Here's your opportunity now. At 960 000 on the back wall against our phone bidder as well. 960, 980, can we say for you? At 980, she says yes. On the nod here at 980, taking me to an even million, do we there, sir? At $980,000 that's in front. First call now, second time, third. Last opportunity, and at $1 million it is. At $1 million even, taking me to $1,020,000, shall we? Let's go there quickly now, man. You've been doing so well so far. At 900, at $1 million even at the back there. $1,020,000. $1,020,000 it is. At 40, do we say for you there, sir? At $1,020,000 back with my starter. 40 is it there, sir? First call.
30.
30. If it take the 10, treat you the same there, ma'am. It'll just take us longer to get there. You'd be well wise to stay in the 20s and take you straight to $1,050,000 though. Just a bit of friendly advice from the auctioneer. 40, no problem at all. See what you started, sir? At $1,040,000 it is. 50, do we say for you? At $1,040,000 it is down here. First call now. Did you read the fine print, sir? It says if you chop it in half, you've got to keep it going. Second call now at $1,040,000. 50. 60. 60. 1,060,000. Up there north of 70 for you, sir. Don't let me forget about our phone bidder, Carol. And $1,060,000 that's down here in front. 70, sir? 70. 1,070,000. Taking me to 80? 80. 1,080,000. And $1,080,000. Pretty clear instructions from here, sir. And I sell it to the highest bidder. At the moment it's down here at $1,080,000. Another 10 is it there, sir? Or do we go straight at 1.1? At $1,080,000, I sell in favour of the starter bidder down here. 90. 90. At $1,090,000. 1.1 then? 1.1. 1.1 it is. Another 10 is it, sir? 1's an even number. Tip it on its side, see what happens. If she goes again, you haven't spent anything. You're the only one that can test the limit at $1,100,000 because I'm about to sell it. Her score now at $1,100,000 in favour of our starter bidder here. Second time, have I got your absolute 100% best there, sir? What about our phone bidder? Third, final opportunity. Quickly, it goes. We're back we go, folks. 167 15th Avenue. I have amended it now. So can you just confirm your measure? $735,000. Yes. The $735,000 is the owners of the property. Craig, can you just step out of the way so I can see them? Thank you. Your instructions are to sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes now at 735,000 in favour of the folks from the back left-hand corner now. Out it goes. First call now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. It goes. Congratulations. We'll be back to you folks in about a minute's time for our 2 o'clock session. See you soon. Right, good afternoon folks, well, welcome to the EVES auction room here. I know you've probably been waiting patiently out there. I'm not sure if you were here for our, the start of our 1 o'clock or 1:30 session, but because we're only running 3 properties per half hour, I am obliged to just run you through my preamble, but just to make sure that everybody is bidding and buying on the same playing field. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here today. Robin, she looks after all the technology in the auction room. I'm not sure if you noticed, but with one of the previous properties, first one up in our 1:30 session, we didn't quite reach the owner's reserve price, so I paused the auction, and Gordon stepped in and assisted us here, and Craig, Karen and Jill, they're also on hand here to do the same thing. Should we not reach the owner's reserve, we're going to give you the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. We're here to try and help you buy your new home here this afternoon, but be very clear, if I close the auction and it's formally closed, then anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers as well. So I'm just going to quickly whistle through the documentation. You bid and buy on the basis of the, we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guides. They're available to stand outside of the auction room as well. You've probably got more of these than what we have, but we are obliged by law to hand them out to everybody, and your bids are on the basis we've done that. So let's just go straight to the contract of sale that we worked to today. That's the most important one. Been circulated in draft form, and again, finalised copies available in the stand outside there as you came in past the registration area. And of course, if there's been any additions, deletions, amendments to that draft contract, I'll alert you to that and make sure that you're advised of that prior to inviting your bidding. So by way of your bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract, but I will revisit this section here which outlines the conduct of the auction here this afternoon. Pretty straightforward and pretty easy to follow. Obviously the owners have set reserve prices. That comes as no surprise to anybody, and subject to that being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder on the fall of the hammer. You'll declare the purchaser at that juncture, folks, and of course your obligations today are to complete that documentation, including Schedule A, and of course sign the contract as well. The other thing you are obliged to do, or you are required to do, not obliged, you are required to do it immediately on completion of the auction, is of course pay your deposit. We only ask for 10% of the purchase price today. Balance is then payable on settlement date. I'll confirm the settlement date for each property as we work our way through. So Pretty straightforward process. If there's any disputed bidding, I'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. But if I get two bids coming in at exactly the same time, I'll determine who I've accepted that bid from, confirm the level, and then we'll press on from there. We do have some telephone bidding authorised on some of the properties here today, folks. All the documentation has been signed by the buyers and approved by the vendors for us to accept those bids by phone. The phone bidders, they're exactly the same as you folks bidding on that cash unconditional basis here in the auction room. So if you do endeavour to slow the auction down too early, folks, I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price, I am authorised to refuse your bids, but I'll guide you from there on where you need to be to try and help you get onto that negotiating platform and work with our sellers. Now, if I've only got one person that's participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price, I'll work alongside you with what we call vendor bids. Vendor bids, so I'm the only one authorised to submit vendor bids. I will disclose them, funnily enough, using the terminology vendor bid, and I will only use those until I've got you to that negotiating platform. So at any level, folks, if I'm holding a bid, then it's essentially the owners are saying to me, saying to you through me, thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase our property, you will need to be above that. Vendor bids never used anywhere near the vendor's reserve price. So pretty straightforward process. Any questions at this juncture? Take the opportunity to welcome, I think we had a quick look there, Ron, 336 people watching our auctions on the live stream, so welcome to those viewers. Of course, a nice welcome to you here in the auction room as well. Right, let's go. 18 Tauranga Street. Chris will be marketing this property. What a great opportunity here for you in this fantastic location here, folks. Of course, Chris based out of our Cherrywood office. You need to be in that Cherrywood office. You need to be busy with this property. So we're going backwards and forwards to this wonderful location. Immaculately presented property in the ultimate Matua location. Certainly a desirable part of our wonderful city indeed. SA 60, SA 15, C folio 781 describes all the legal aspects of the property as a freehold estate. 665 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer today. 5th of November, Chris, is our settlement dates. Any other changes to the chattels list? Any additions, deletions? No changes there. And just a quick reminder, folks, clause 23. Purchasers acknowledge that you've been informed that a consent has been issued for the installation of the Jurelco Viking balustrade system to the deck on the first floor. These works were complete, however the code compliance certificate may not have been received by settlement date, and upon receipt of the code compliance certificate, the vendor warrants to pass this document on to the new owner. So that should give you a bit of peace of mind, knowing that everything's all squeaky clean, and of course our vendor making sure that everything's all tickety-boo for the new owner. So any other changes there, Chris? No other changes there. So you've got remember you've got that upgraded kitchen and bathrooms. You've still got room to further modernise the home if you so wish, but it's certainly very comfortable and a great location indeed. It's light and bright, it's warm and sunny. I think fair to say that king-size garaging, the pretty much double XL garaging there, so great off-street parking for the property as well. So if you've got those unruly teens, they've got somewhere to park their cars. Of course, if you've got extra vehicles. But it really is all about location, location, location here, folks, in Tuihana Street. You can walk to the harbour's edge. You've got Ferguson Park just down the road as well. It really is as cliche as it sounds, but it is certainly blue chip location here at Tuihana Street, in particular number 18. You haven't come to listen to me prattle on about the property. You've all had the opportunity to view it. You've had the opportunity to feel it. You've had the opportunity to breathe it. Now I'm going to give you the opportunity to live it. Who says go? Right the quantum lead. Great start. Fantastic. Giving you the opportunity to start us away, folks. I'm happy to suggest a figure, but my figure might be different to yours. Maybe 1.2 to get us underway. Somebody start us away at 1.2. I thought I'd see a Mexican wave at that sort of level. Okay, I'm happy to start you away with the vendor bid now. I know we've got interest in the property, folks. $1,200,000. We'll travel to $25,000 rises from here. At $1,200,000, chasing down a $25,000 rise. If you come to buy, folks, now's your opportunity to get on the bike and pivot. 225 it is there, thank you, man. At $1,225,000 in the back right-hand corner. Against everybody else in the room here, folks. No registered phone bidders on this one. Entirely over to you. $1,225,000 at the back of the room here. 25 rise I look for now. First call now, second time. Third, last opportunity, got you there, sir. Got it over here on the left-hand side at 250, sir. Can I say 75 for you, sir, or 75 for you on the back wall? At $1,250,000 it is over here at 75. Welcome back at $1,275,000. 1.3 your turn there, sir. Or is it going to be you? At $1,203,000. 1.3 it is. 25 again, do we say? At $1,300,000 it is. On the left-hand side here, against you there, $1,300,000 even. Another 25, do we say for you there, sir? What about you folks at the back there? Happy to take a 20 if it makes you feel more comfortable then. At $1,300,000, are we in or out?
1,3,500. One. You're right, mate.
I'll take a $10,000 rise if you would.
$10,000 rise.
Thank you. $1,310,000. At 1,310,000. $1,310,000. I knew you weren't trying to give me a $500 At $1,310,000. I did like the 5, though. It sounded pretty good. At $1,310,000, treat you the same there, sir. We'll take a 10 for you if it'll help you. 20. 320 it is. 1,320,000. 30 do we say? You sure, man? Give me a little bit of time to think about those numbers so you get them out the right way. At $1,320,000, what about you, sir? Happy to take a 10 for you. Otherwise, we're going to pause and keep discussions going over here on the left-hand side at the back of the room. 10, 20, 1,330. 40. 1,340. 1,340,000 it is at the back. First call now, $1,340,000. Do I have another 10 from you, sir? Second time now at 1,340,000. 50. 1,350. 1,350,000 it is. On the right hand side here, sir. Where do we go from here? 60. 60. 1,360. Your turn at 70, sir. 70, 70, 1,370, 80, 80, 1,380,000, 90, sir. 'Need a decision now, sir. $1,380,000. Are you in or out? 10, 90, 1.4, sir. Good on you. $1,400,000. That's the magic figure there, folks. At $1,400,000, we sell on the highest bidder here today, folks. You're bidding for keeps in the pride of ownership. Welcome you back in the back there if you're just having a little bit of a sabbatical. Otherwise, I sell over here at $1,400,000. Another 10 is it there, sir? Put yourself back in front. 10, 10. 1,410,000. You're over it for a brief moment there, sir. 1,410,000. 20. 20. 420. 30. Take 5, sir, if it'll help you. $1,420,000 at the back left-hand side and selling away. 1,420,000. What about a 5 there, sir? 5. 1,425. 30, sir? 30. Didn't quite work. Shall we try it again? 1,430,000. Pride of ownership is on the line, sir. I don't know if we'll find another one in this straight like this. At 1,430,000, I sell. First call now. What about a lazy 2.5 there, sir? No? Single? And you value a property like this for just $1,000. Absolutely 100% sure. You call me Grant the friendly auctioneer, sir. I have to give you every single opportunity. At $1,430,000, I sell it. Who's called now? Are we in or out? Second time. Third, last opportunity, it goes, it goes. Sold you folks, $1,420,000. Alright, very strong folks at the second property in our 2 o'clock session, 24 City Terrace Avenue. Gary Lee from our Date office, certainly needing no introduction to our Mount Maunganui real estate market. Did a great job with this one here, Gary, as you always do, as do all our team folks. So it is certainly prime Mount location, just minutes to the world-class Mount Beach is from your new home here at 24C Terrace Avenue. You've got the lovely views of the Mount and the Kaimai Ranges for you to enjoy as well. The legal aspects of the property, folks, is described as cross-lease freehold. Record of title, SA 46C, folio 338, describes all the legal aspects of it. 10 working days from today's date is your settlement date for flexibility. And then just talk to Gary if you need an alternative date. Any changes to the channels list, Gary? All is circulated there. So you've got the open plan kitchen and the living upstairs in this property, and that's certainly complemented by 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs as well. So great facilities there up the top there where you can take in those wonderful views. The northwesterly orientation guarantees plenty of sun in the property as well. The window configuration, well, that's certainly set up, as you see there on the screen, to maximise the light and sun. Of course, downstairs you've got the rumpus with the kitchenette as well, and a bathroom for extra accommodation downstairs as well. You've got the mixture of organic fruit trees on the property. It really is a nice private. It really is hidden away nicely, this property. So surprisingly private and elevated courtyard, ideal for dining and entertaining as well. So pretty much a good all-rounder, but the location itself speaks volumes of what you're actually buying here. So in your hands, buyers, here to deal with cash interest only. Where would you like to start me away? Would have thought $1,150,000 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property like this. In fact, it wouldn't take anything less. So we start me away at $1,150,000. Get us underway.
100.
Pardon?
100.
900, did you say, sir?
Yeah.
No, sorry, can't exceed there, sir. Way too far away from where the owners need to be. 1150 would get me started, sir. Well away from the property's value and what the owners are prepared to work with. No? Call it away 3 times, folks. If I don't get a start at $1,150,000, then I'm simply going to close the option. Well away from where we need to be, sir. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that level. First call now, $1,155,000. Do I have a start? Second time? Third? Last opportunity in rounds. Going to close the auction, hand it back to you, Gary. I know you've got other buyers that are expressing interest in the property, so you will need to be above that level. We are talking about terrace here, but I do appreciate your start, but sorry, I can't help you at that level. So, auction's now closed. Right, folks, thank you. Last one for our 2 o'clock session. 10 Astelia Lane. Another one of our salespeople that certainly needs no introduction is to the real estate market, especially over in Panama, is Fran Harmon, based out of our Panama office. Of course, they've got this property here, folks. You've got the bespoke kitchen, the vanities, the internal feature doors, all synonymous with the paradise bills there, and the intricate details tucked around every corner in this property make it something very, very special indeed for your new home. We look at the legal aspects. Record title 762240. Describe it as a freehold estate, 360 square metres of land, more or less, plus an undivided 1/12 share of 786 square metres makes up your land holding. 20 days from today's date, Fran, is our settlement date. Channels list remain the same as what you've had circulated.
That's right.
No changes there. So certainly a property that's vacant and ready for quick settlement. So if that settlement date of 20 days from today's date doesn't suit you, and you want to be a bit earlier, it's vacant, so you're ready to go and move in, unpack, and just enjoy this wonderful home indeed. Every bedroom has a door flowing out to the outdoor space as well, so you know if you love that flow from the indoors to the outdoor, this property certainly ticks that box as well as it ticks a lot of other boxes indeed. You've got the quiet enclave in popular Palm Springs location where that really does cap it all off. Have a look at that wonderful kitchen that you see there on the screen. A great place to prepare your daily meals indeed. Of course, sit around the island there, good family times as well, and a great home indeed. So in your hands, buyers, 10 Astelia Lane. We'd like to start me away on this one. So we do better than 900 start what we did on the other one. Certainly worthy of 1150 start. Thank you, sir. $1,150,000 are underway. Welcome aboard, sir, and enjoy the journey to ownership here at $1,150,000. Happy to take a 25 rise from here. Your opportunity is here, folks, at $1,150,000. Round me to 1175, if you will. First call now, second time. Third, last opportunity, are we on the bike and pedaling? Joining us here, folks. Happy to advance here on behalf of the seller then at 1175 with me. 1,175 and into 1.2 if you will. The opportunity here, thank you sir, appreciate you working with me at 1.2 it is. $1,200,000, taking a 25 rise. Here's your opportunity folks, if you're here for this one, now's the time to join us here at $1,200,000 even, still looking for a 25 rise. First call now, are we in or out? Second time now, third, last opportunity, just going to go once more on behalf of the seller, then sir, 1225 with me, vendor bid at 1,225, taking the 250 sir, if there's no further bidding, we'll pause and talk at that juncture. 1,250 it is. $1,250,000. Appreciate you working with me, sir. If we don't get any further bids from the floor, folks, I'll pause and we'll continue discussions with these folks here at $1,250,000. Are we in or out? First call now, 1,250, triple O. Second time, third, last opportunity, in or out. Craig, bids down here at the centre, please, at 1,250. Can you see if you can assist them, please? We've got, ladies and gentlemen, the hour 2:30 has passed, so we can press on to our 2:30 session now. Fortunately, with the COVID restrictions and everything, we can only run 3 properties per half hour. So what that does mean is I need to go through my preamble, so just to make sure that everybody is being invited on the same playing field. Take this opportunity, folks. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings, and I take the opportunity of thanking you for working alongside us and working with us in terms of maintaining the social distancing, etc., and of course keeping your masks on. Very much appreciated. She looks after all the technology in the auction room here today. I've also got Craig, Karen, John, or Gordon. They're on hand here today. We've still got one of our properties from our 2 o'clock session being negotiated at the moment because we didn't quite get to the owner's reserve price. We put a pause on the auction. One of the team will step in, give you that opportunity to keep discussing with our seller. And we're here to try and help you buy property here today, not to put any roadblocks in the way for you. So just be very clear though, folks, if it does come back to me and I formally close the auction, anyone can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers as well. So cash buyers, give it your best shot here. That's what we're here for today, is to facilitate proceedings for you. So just quickly looking at the documentation, you bid and buy on the basis we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority, and they're of course available in the stand outside the registration area as well. So straight to the contract of sale that I take you now, folks. It's circulated in draft form. If there's been any changes, any updates, or any amendments to that contract throughout the marketing period, I'll alert you to that prior to your bidding, but finalised copies are available in the stand out there as well. So it is a straightforward, easy contract to work with, folks. You do bid on the cash unconditional basis, as with all options, and of course deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any right of requisition. So based on that, folks, any bidding today is on the basis that I assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract that we worked with, and I will alert you to this area here. We've superimposed that in blue for you. Don't expect you to read it word for word, so basically what it says in terms of the conduct of auction, the owners have set reserve prices, no surprises there. Subject to that being reached or indeed exceeded, then on the fall of a hammer, the successful purchaser, you are declared the purchaser at that juncture, folks, and of course your obligations today prior to commencing any celebrations is of course one, pay your 10% deposit. We can help you with that electronically out of reception, and of course the second one is to complete the documentation including Schedule A and sign the contract. So from that point on, folks, its settlement date is the next time that you need to do some signatures, or just prior to that. And of course, that's all done through your lawyers as well. If there's any disputed bidding today, folks, as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to arbitrate the dispute, or I can simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. So a pretty straightforward process there. We do have authorised telephone bidding on some of the properties, folks. The telephone bidders, they bid on exactly the same terms and conditions as you do here in the auction room, obviously being that cash unconditional basis. Now, if I've only got one person that's participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price, then I'm authorised as the auctioneer to submit vendor bids. There's nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned. I'm the only one authorised to do so, and I will only do so to work alongside you to get you to that negotiating platform, which will be well on the southern side of the owner's reserve price. And like I said, I'll disclose on vendor bids to you, and I'll only use them if I've only got one person participate. So if I'm holding a bid at any level, folks, then essentially what's actually happening is the owners through me saying to you, thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase our property, you will need to be above that. So a pretty straightforward process there. We'll be happy to answer any questions before we press on and offer you our first offering for our 2:30 session. Of course, taking the opportunity now. So far we've had 433 viewers watching our auctions via the live stream down there. Welcome to those people that are still viewing the properties and viewing our auctions. Great transparency there. Any questions? Excellent. Right, moving straight on then. 102 Freiberg Street, Carol Davey from our Cherrywood office. You haven't had far to go for this one. It's just around the corner from your office. That's probably why you listed it, so you didn't have to go too far there. Right, Carol's has been marketing this property here, certainly located in that very, very popular Cherrywood location. I think fair to say, Gordon, as the manager of our Cherrywood office, as soon as somebody in the Cherrywood location starts thinking about coming to the market, your team get very excited, don't they? Because it is a very desirable location indeed. So just around the corner from 102 Freiberg Street, just pop into the office, folks. Ask for Carol or Gordy, they'll shout you a coffee. There's a good coffee shop there, and if it's later in the day, they might even take you down to the neighbourhood and shout you a nail or two. And if you have too many, well, you've got the church just across the road to repent the next morning, so no big issues there in terms of location. It is a freehold estate, 519 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer here. 141290 is the record title that confirms all the legal aspects. The B-Day is excluded from the channels list, it doesn't stay. So, and 17th of December 2021, obviously, is the settlement date. Any other changes to the channels list there? No changes there. So, the living opens out enormously to that northerly, sunny aspect of the property. So, if it's sunshine that you really do enjoy, then this home is going to tick all the boxes. Imagine just sitting around out there, maybe an outdoor heater going in the evening at this time of the year, but in the summertime, nice and private and lovely and warm in the sunshine there, and certainly the opportunity to imbibe on into the summer evenings. A great location for that as well. You've got the generous living spaces that complement the 4 bedrooms, dual bathrooms as well. You've got the office plus the large workshop and the double garage as well. So really a home, Carol, that's lots of boxes ticked here. With this one, you've got masses of storage throughout the home and plenty of parking on the rear side as well. So like I said, a home that ticks a lot of boxes. Fantastic location, 102 Freiberg Street rather. In your hands, who says go? What's the quantum, folks? Very compelling description of the property. Great opportunity here for you folks. Who says 1150? Somebody start me at 1.15. First call out for start, 1,150,000. Thank you, sir. Welcome aboard now, $1,150,000. We'll go with $25,000 rise for the property of this calibre and this location as well from here. It rounds me to 1175. First call now to get on the mic and pending note. Appreciate you started $1,150,000, sir, chasing down a $25,000 rise. Second call now for you to join us. Third, last opportunity, are you in or out now, folks? Got your bid there, thank you, ma'am, at 1175 now. $1,175,000, it rounds it to 1.2, shall we there, sir? Here's your opportunity now, at 1.2 we go. On the way with $1,200,000 seated directly behind you, ma'am. Do we go 1,225? Here's your opportunity now, at $1,200,000 directly behind you. Chasing down a $25,000 rise. First call now. Second time, are we in or out? Third, 1,225 it is. 1,250 your turn there, sir. Just do it on the wave now. Just do it quickly now. $1,225,000 of it. 250 do we say? At 250 he says yes. At $1,250,000 directly behind you there, ma'am. Even in the centre. All lined up and ready to go. Directly behind you. 1,250. 75 do we say? Here's your opportunity now. Let's go there quickly now. First call out at $1,250,000. 75 it is now. Change it at 1.3 do we say, sir? 1,275 directly in front of you now. 1.3 it is. 25 do we say? $1,300,000. Think about the prime location, think about the size and what the home has got to offer. Great outdoor living facilities at $1,300,000. The hybrid directly behind you, ma'am, at $1,300,000. Take a 10 if it'll help you then. Shall we go 310? If it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, happy to take a $10,000 rise. Otherwise, we pause and continue discussions directly behind you at $1,300,000. First call now, happy to take a 10 rise from anywhere else in the room. Second time, are we in or out? Third, last opportunity quickly. 310. Welcome aboard, dear sir. At 1,310,000, making it 20, do we serve? 320 it is. 1,320,000 it is. Where do we go from here, sir? Another 10, do we say? 330 it is. On the nod now, $1,330,000 to be 40 we go. 1,340,000, 350, 1,350 it is. We're selling away to the highest bidder here today at $1,350,000 at 60 straight back. Hasn't let it go yet. At 1,360,000, triple O, selling away now. Do we say 70 for you there, sir? At 1,360, take a 5 if it's going to help you there, sir. 1,365, should we say for you? Otherwise, I sell down here $1,360,000. Take a 5 back in the centre here if it'll help you. What about you over here on the right hand side? First call now, $1,360,000. Second time, has it done its time? Third, what about a 2.5 there, sir? I'll even take a single. Your opportunity is here. Have I got you an absolute 100% best there, sir? Your authority for me to sell to these folks over here, 1,360, triple O. Body language tells me yes. 1,360, triple O, selling away. Once, twice, third, last chance it goes. Congratulations to ourselves. Folks, number 10, Castelia Lane. I had amended bid down from $1,250,000 to 1,270. Triple O, can you just confirm that for me, please, sir? $1,270,000. Thank you, sir. Fran, you've got the buyers on the owners on the phone, rather.
No, because
Just confirm my instructions. Selling away to the highest bidder now in the auction room at $1,270,000 for the one of a better bid. Happy to take a $5,000 rise for a quality product like this. First call now, hammers up. Second time, third, last chance it goes, it goes. Congratulations, of course, to ourselves. Right, moving on, folks. Second property for our 2:30 session, number 8, Kahudi Crescent here. Emma McDougall from our Lakes office been doing a fantastic job out there with this property. Emma, I'm sure you've absolutely had a ball doing the open homes and that in such a lovely home like this. Certainly a well presented 2017 build on a low maintenance site, so if you are busy people, then certainly this property will tick a lot of boxes for you. When we look at the legal aspects of the property, record of title 748085 describes the property as a freehold estate, 428 square metres of land is your land holding, so not a lot of land to look after, so it frees up your time to do all the fun things in life as well. 20 working days from today's date, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties is still our settlement date, Emma, and any other changes to the channel list at all, so all tickety-boo there. So the modern kitchen, the cafe style windows to embrace the indoor-outdoor flow of this property certainly accentuates the lifestyle that you are going to enjoy and endure at 8 Kahudi Crescent. The large entrance, well, that welcomes you into that open plan living area very, very nicely indeed. In fact, I can just almost guarantee that when your guests arrive for your housewarming party, they are going to have the wow factor as you greet them at the front door. Close to the parks, you've got the Tauranga crossing not too far away, you've got walking tracks, you've got the wonderful lakes location as well. So without further ado, buyers, where would you like to set the bidding alight here for 8 Kahudi Crescent? 950, it sounded like a fairly reasonable start to me. 900, prefer the 950 then, make it a lot easier. Just take us longer to get there if we don't. 950, thank you. Appreciate the start at $950,000. Take a 20 rise from here. At 950 triple O over here on the right hand side. And going to take a $20,000 rise. Let's go to 970 if you will now, folks. First call now, second time, third. Last opportunity, everyone to join us. Thank you, sir. 970 it is now. 990 your turn there, ma'am. At 900, 990 it is here. At 919, $1,010,000. At $1,010,000 we say. At $1,010,000 it's over here just in front of you. At $1,030,000 we go now. At $1,030,000 it is on the right hand side here. Over your right right shoulder there, sir, at $1,030,000. Are we in or out? Happy to take a 10 if it'll help you there, sir, but you'd be well wise to take me to $1,050,000. At $1,030,000, there it is over here on the right hand side. Against everybody else in the room here, no registered phone bidders in this one here. Entirely up to you that are seated before me here. At $1,030,000, first call now, second time, third, final opportunity, are we in or out? Appreciate your bid, sir. But bids with you, man. We're running at 30. Karen, can you see if you can help the lady, please? Thank you. Right, moving straight on, folks. The last property for our 2:30 session here today, 41 by 31 Randalls Place. Warren McRae has been marketing this property here, and thanks to a very, very well-run body corp, and it's low maintenance. This property here means your weekends are free to make the most of what that central Panama location does provide you. So it is a very, very good opportunity indeed. When we look at the legal aspects of it, the property is described as a stratum and freehold, all described in the record of title at 788-275. Of course, being a stratum and freehold, on the basis we have provided you with the pre-contract disclosure statement in accordance with Section 146 of the Unit Titles Act 2010. 15 working days, Lauren, is our settlement date for this one. Any other changes to the channels list? No changes there. So set in that secure gated complex, this apartment style dwelling is the ultimate option, what I suggest for first home buyers or even budding investors as well. You've got the 3 bedrooms, you've got the 3 living areas in this property, so there's something a little bit unique and a little bit different as well. So there really is space for all in this home here. Being an end unit, it features the extra glazing, meaning beautiful sun all day in the property to keep you nice and warm. So it really is time to stop wishing and start owning here today, folks. Number 41 by 31 Randalls Place. Who says go on this one, and what might that quantum be just underway? $700,000 at the back of the room there, man. They appreciate you starting out at $700,000. I'm happy to take a simple $10,000 rise from here. At $700,000, there it is, at the back left-hand corner now. 700, take a 10 on top here. Here's your chance now, folks. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity, and around now. Being a nice strong start now with $700,000, no further bids, no phone bids registered for this one. Jill, can you see if we can help the lady at the back there, please, at 700. Right, back we go, folks. Before we press on with our 3 o'clock session, we've just got a couple of properties to finish off on. They're still being negotiated at the moment. But we're back now with number 8, Kahudi, Crescent. Ma'am, you've increased your bid to $1,082,500. Can you just confirm that for me, please? At $1,082,500 is the owners of the property are instructing as the auctioneer. Myself, the highest bidder. On the market it goes here, folks, in favour of the lady down here, seated right here in the centre of the room, at $1,082,500 we sell. On the one of a better bid, your opportunity is right here, right now. First call now, are we in or out? Second time, third, last chance it goes. Congratulations to our sellers. Right, and our last property for our 2:30 session, folks, number 41 by 31 Randalls Place. I have an amended bid now at $732,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, ma'am? At $732,000, Lauren, you've got the owners on the phone. What are my instructions from here?
Yes.
On the market it goes now in favour of the lady down here at $732,000. For the one of a better bid, your opportunity is here. I'll call you 3 times. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity, quickly it goes, it goes. Congratulations to our sellers. Right, folks, for those of you that have just joined us for our 3 o'clock session, a warm welcome to the auction room here this afternoon. We certainly have a vital activity. There's been properties being sold in this room, left, right and centre from 11 o'clock this morning with our sister company, Bailey's, and we've been going since 1 o'clock, and I think we've how many we've done, Robin. Robin will work out how many we've done, and we'll update you with that at the moment. So just take you through our introduction. My name's Graham Child. My role is to facilitate proceedings, and I know it's a little bit boring, but given the fact that we're only doing 3 properties per half hour, I just need to go run through our preamble and make sure that everybody is bidding on the same level playing field here. Robin should look after all the technology in the auction room. If we do have to pause the auction because we have, it's okay, no problems, man. Just let the baby go. I can't take any bids under the age of 18 in accordance with the minors here. So, but we won't buy a property here today. It'll have to be you. So, like I said, folks, if we don't reach the owner's reserve price, we'll put a pause on the auction. As you've just witnessed with a couple of properties from our 2:30 session, one of the team will step in, excuse me, give you the opportunity to continue discussions. We're here to help you today, folks, and we're here to help you buy your new property. But if we don't, folks, and I formally close the auction, remember, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards. That does include conditional buyers. So, turning your attention now to the documentation, you bid on the basis we provided you the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. Of course, they're available in the stand just outside as you came through the reception area. And co-located in that stand is, of course, the contract of sale that's been circulated in its draft form that's coming up on the screen around about now. There it is. And of course, if there's been any additions or any changes to that contract, I'll alert you to that, folks. But finalised copies all the way also available in that same stand out by the registration area. By way of bidding, folks, today I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract that we worked to. But just, let's just quickly go through this format here. This is the conduct of auction set out on the front page. We superimposed that in blue for you. We don't expect you to read it word for word. Basically what it says is the owners have set reserve prices. No surprises there, is there? But subject to those reserve prices being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder, you are then declared as the purchaser. Your obligations today are firstly to complete the contract, sign it, and then it's pay your deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price is payable today, and we can assist you with that electronically out of reception. So in terms of any disputed bidding, folks, I can, as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to arbitrate those disputes, or I'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. We do have authorised telephone bidding on some of the properties today, folks, so on telephone bidders, they bid on the same cash unconditional basis as you do here in the auction room, and we've got all the documentation signed off by the buyers and by the sellers for us to accept those bids via the telephone as well. If I've only got one person participating in the auction, folks, I'll work with you to get you onto that negotiating platform, which will be below the seller's reserve price, and I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. I'm the only one authorised to submit bids on behalf of our sellers. I will disclose it, funnily enough, using the term vendor bid, but I will only use it if I've only got one person that's participating in the auction, and of course I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price. So if I'm holding a bid at any level, folks, essentially what they're doing, what the vendors are doing is through me, they're saying to you, thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase our property, you will need to be above that. So happy to answer any questions at this point in time. Any questions? 533 viewers watching via the live stream there at one stage there, Robert.
10 out of 12.
And 10 out of 12 properties sold here in the auction room this afternoon since we've been going at 1 o'clock. Plus the 4 properties that were scheduled for today that have all sold prior to auction day as well. There's 14. Pretty good indication of what's happening in the real estate market at the moment, isn't it? So give it your best shot here today, folks. So moving on to the first property here this afternoon for our 3 o'clock session, number 12, Santa Fe Key. Paul Walker's been the marketing consultant for this one, offering you a property that's been fully renovated and redesigned as well. Now, there was a building inspector hired to oversee the work to ensure everything was done in compliance with all the respective building codes. So everything has all been signed, sealed and delivered there as far as this property is concerned. It is a freehold estate, 701 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title, let's say 56D, folio 19 in the South Auckland Registry Office. Now, the garden furniture does not stay, folks. A couple of additional clauses in the contract that have been there since the outset of the marketing. Basically, one of them authorising the early release of the deposit in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act 2008, and clauses 9.31 is deleted, and basically stipulating that the extra clause stipulating that the channels are available within the same condition as of today's date. So just being aware of that. Those two clauses inserted at the request of the Bengal solicitor. 1 December 2021 is the settlement date for this property here. Any other changes to the channels listed all there, Paul? No changes there. You've got the Royal Palms location, folks. You've got the sunrise and the ocean views of this property as well. You've certainly got lots of parking if you're looking for that type of thing for this property. You've got the large custom designed kitchen. You've got the 2 workstations throughout the kitchen as well. So if you are entertainers, this one certainly facilitates proceedings. A property that offers you loads of storage there. A floor area of approximately 355 square metres. So there's room for one and room for all here, and certainly well laid out for multi-generational living. So I'd be happy to take a start at $2 million. Wouldn't take anything less than that. I'd probably be caned by the owner. Happy to start my way at $2 million. I have $2 million start. Good opportunity here.
I heard some good bids over here.
No, that's my apprentice. Auctioneer in the making over here. Let's start, $2 million, folks. First call, second, third, last chance. Obviously no cash here today. Paul, close the auction and hand it back to you. A little bit more work to do with that one. Right, next one up for our 3 o'clock session, folks. Number 8, Jefferson Place. Debbie Bennett from our Bethlehem office been particularly busy with this property, haven't you, Debbie? So, in fact, almost had to go to the shoe shop and buy some of your shoes. Just have all your shoes out running backwards and forward to this property. Certainly a real classic, folks. This one here is ready for you to move into or to upgrade to your own size and style if you so wish. So certainly a plethora of options here at 8 Jefferson Place. It is a freehold estate, 736 square metres of land, more or less. All described in method of title SA 7B, folio 331. Channels list, any changes or additions, deletions to that, Debbie? 25th of February 2022, still lots of opportunities for plenty of lotto tickets between now and then, but sorry, you missed out on the 42 million that went to Pocono last night. So, but plenty of time to save a bit more money, buy the property today, and settle on the 25th of February 2022. So plenty of space to extend the current home or develop this property in a very, very highly desirable street. In fact, it's not often, Debbie, we get properties in this location here. It's certainly longevity. In fact, last week we had a property in this street here that had been owned by the current owners for over 50 years. So that tells you the popularity of this location, folks. And of course, that's fantastic for resale. You've got the New World supermarket, nice and convenient across the road here. A nice easy walk for the kids to all the local schools and the reputable schooling facilities surrounding you here. You've got the new covered courtyard to sit back and relax and enjoy the summer barbecue with family. You can also kick back there and just watch the kids and the pets run freely around the fully fenced back garden as well. Potential to add value is what buyers ask for, folks, and this property certainly has got that all over it. Right across the whole land area, 736 square metres. Do what you like with it, but what you've got to do first is identify who the new owner is going to be and who's going to have that privilege. 8 Jefferson Place, where do we say go? Time to talk now, bubs. So we start your way at 850. Would have thought I'd see an Mexican wave at $850,000 to start. Shorty. First call now for a start at 850. Second time. Got your bid there, thank you sir, at $850,000, we'll take $20,000 rises from here. At 850 and 870 we go now, over on the right hand side. 890 it is, medium to tall with our starter at 890. Take me through the threshold when we say 910 for you. I bid over here at $890,000. 910 do we say for you, let's go there quickly now. First call now, second time, 910 it is. Straight back at 930 is it there sir, at $910,000 on the right hand side here. Chasing down 930 for you there. First call now over here at 910, we say 930. Second time, are you in or out? Third, last opportunity for you to join us folks. Are we in or out? Take a 10 if it'll help you then, sir. And around now, 920. Happy to go 920 on behalf of the seller then. Gotcha, I'll take it. Happy to record that bid to you, sir, at 920. In the centre here on the back wall now at 920 at 920. No, it's against your value engine. It's at the back here at 920. 930 do we say for you? Here's your opportunity now. 930 it is. $930,000 on the right hand side here. Do we say 40 for you there, sir? Here's your opportunity now at 930. 40 on the knob. At 940 on the back wall there with the sunglasses on the hat. At 940. Just not singling you out, sir, just confirming where the bid is. At $940,000. 50 back to you for your turn there now. At 940. Are we in or out? First call now at 940. Second time, are you in for 950? Here's your opportunity now. Third, last opportunity, are we in or out? Quickly now, need a decision, otherwise we pause and talk at the back of the room at 950. No? Gordy, back in the room there, fella, with the gentleman with the hat on, with the glasses on his head at 950. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? Well, folks, those negotiations on Jefferson will continue in the meantime. Press on 134 Koiki Road. Teresa Lee has been marketing this property. Despite what I did say in my preamble, folks, this auction has been brought forward. Therefore, there will be no vendor bidding on this property. In fact, there will be no vendor bidding on the subsequent properties that we've got on offer here for you today, because all three properties have been brought forward. So the first one for you, 134 Koiki Road, if you were here when I mentioned what our results are so far today. This one here, the auction's being brought forward on the next three properties. Again, very clear indication of what's happening in the real estate market. Secure your new home today, because it may well not be there tomorrow. 134 Koiki Road, built with functionality and style, encompassing that wonderful Kiwi family feel as well. It is a freehold estate, 620 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. Record of title SA 61C folio 485 describes all the legal aspects of it. The garden plots, they do not stay. Any other changes to the terms list? Settlement date still 15 working days from today's date. With flexibility around that. So think about this one. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one as well, folks. You've got the large windows that enhance the sun-filled, spacious living areas that certainly showcase that outlook from the home perfectly. Really special in today's market is the large Kiwi-style flat site that's on here, and you've got the dual garden sheds, you've got loads of parking. It's fully fenced for both family and gardener friendly as well, and it really is an exciting new package for the, or an exciting package for the lucky new owner. That's what we're here to determine today. Currently the owner is in contract. That contract has been signed at $950,000. Robert's putting that figure up on the screen here. I now invite any bids over that figure.
951.
951, got your single there, sir?
960.
960, straight back immediately, we're talking 960, another single there, sir. 61, can we go straight to 70?
65.
65, 965 it is, 66, 966, all together, 970 here, and 971, 71 we go. 980 it is, 81, 981 it is, 981,
82.
82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 7, 8, 9, 90, 91, 92,
93.
3, 4,
95.
5, 995. Don't leave you over here. $995,000 I sell.
95. 96.
96, 97. Who's going to round it to $1 million? At $997,000 it goes. 98.
1 million.
1 million, and the bidder joins us at the back of the room there now at $1 million even. Another single on top there, sir. Sir, $1 million is a round number. Sometimes they come in with just that. Put another $1,000 on it if they don't. But again, you bought the property for $1,000, otherwise you haven't spent anything. Do we have $1 million and one?
Yeah,
$1 million and one. Two? $1 million and five? $1 million and five. Absolutely 100%. You've been battling it out so well, sir. At $1,005,000, you've been on the back wall there now, selling away now at $1,005,000. Has it done its time? Have I got your absolute best? Maybe another lazy single there, sir. Even take a $500 bid, otherwise it's gone at $1,005,000. First call now, second time, third, last chance for you to change your mind. Six. $1,006,000. $1,010,000. 7. 10. 8. $1,008,000. 10. $1,010,000. Again, same thing. It's a round number. Pop another one on top. If they go again, you haven't spent anything. But that's single. Might just buy the property. Regrets a terrible pain. They have no cure for it yet. At $1,010,000, I sell in favour of folks on the back wall. Absolutely 100% sure. Have I got your absolute best? It goes at $1,010,000. First call, second, third, last chance, thereabouts, goes. Alright, moving straight on, 28 Avenue, place Vince Freiberg from Panama has been marketing this property here as well. Again, this option has been brought forward. Manager, thank you. Just attention to the, thank you, awesome. Appreciate that. Just for the respect for the buyers and sellers of the next property here, much appreciated. Vince from Panama has been marketing this property again. The option has been brought forward. No vendor bidding on this one. We'll disclose the pre-auction offer to you very shortly. You've got fantastic street presentation of this property, certainly evidenced by that photograph you see on the screen, and of course the home backing onto the Coast Boulevard with dining and cafe options, and just a nice short walk from the beach to the beach from this property as well there, Vince. I'm sure you have enjoyed marketing this property. It is a freehold estate, 758 square metres of land is what you secure here, more or less. All described in record of title SA 78 folio 578 in the South Auckland Registry Office. The central bank system, it does stay, but it is as is. Friday the 19th of November, still the settlement date. Any other changes to the channels? There's no changes there. You've got that sunny northwest facing, surprisingly private and quiet, this property as well. Imagine the fun times you're going to have with family and friends out the back there through the summer. You've got that great flow from the living through 3 sets of stacker doors to the outdoors there, where you can enjoy that wonderful backyard. You've got the large dual living that's makes it an absolute superb family home. Aerated concrete construction with ample off-street parking. That gives you real peace of mind and convenience at the property as well. 28 Avenue Place. Owners are in contract at $1,440,000. Happy to take anything on top. Your opportunity is here. Do I get a $5,000 rise? $1,445,000. Welcome aboard there, sir. $1,445,000. Against our phone bidder over here with you, Fran, at $1,445,000. They own it for a brief moment now at $1,445,000. $1,450,000. Do we say 55 for you there, sir? 55 it is now. At $1,455,000. Seated fairly in the bid auction room here on the right hand side.
1462.
1462. Good increase there. $1,462,000. $7,000 rise. Tells you you're buying a great piece of real estate. Shall we say go 65? 1465. What's there to talk to that? That's another 7 on top. We go 1472. 1465 owns it. Back to the room.
1469.
1469. 1470.
1470.
You said plus 1.
Plus 5.
No, plus 5.
Plus 5. Sorry, sir, I thought you said plus 1. 1474. 1478.
80.
80. 1480. 85. 87. Even better. 90. 90. 1490. And 2. Should we go straight 1.5, sir?
1.5.
Beautiful. I mean, you won't be at $1,500,000. wish my wife would listen to me like that as well. $1.5 million. I sell away here. Do we have the EVES there, Fran? 1501. 05? Just a single set? Or 1505? 1505. Thanks for confirming, appreciate it. 1,505,000. 10? 10. 1510. I'll take a look at the pen, at the notepad in front of there, sir. 1,510,000. Selling way down here, 1510,000. 512. 1512. 1515. Number 2 is it, sir? $1,515,000 and selling. 1520. Good strategic move, sir. 1520. Brace yourself, looking for them to come back. Property well bought, property well bought. I start week after week. 22. 1522. 1525. 23. 1523. We have the singles. 1525. 26. 26. $1,526,000 and I sell. 27. 28. 1530. 31. Bidding, sir. 1531. This is our phone bidder. $1,531,000. Has it done its time? Need a decision, Fran? 1535. 36?
Yeah.
36.
1540 from you. 40.
40. 1540. Absolutely sure, sir. There's 2 of you wanting to buy a property like this, it says it's great for resale. Don't let it go yet. $1,540,000. Favour of that bidder on the phone. 42. 542. 7, Frank. $1,542,000 buys the property. 43. 1543. 44, 45, 45, 1545. Good move. Quickly now, end of the decision that can be fair to the buyers in the room. $1,545,000 it goes. 1,550,000 confirm the bid. $1,550,000 on the phone. Been putting up a great fight so far, sir. Round numbers in there again, tip it on its side. If they go again, you haven't spent anything. Otherwise, I sell in favour of the phone bidder at $1,550,000. Need to be fair to them, as I have been to you, sir. First call now, $1,550,000. Are you absolutely 100% sure, sir? East to West is giving me permission to sell for them at $1,550,000. Second call now for you to change it from north-east to west to north to south. Third, last opportunity, are we absolutely 100% sure? Quickly, sir, I'm going to sell it. It is going. Congratulations. Appreciate your spirited bidding, sir. Congratulations to our seller. Right, we go to Jefferson Place at $940,000. Sir, you've increased your bid to $955,000. At $955,000, if you want to own this property, folks, you'll need to put a $5,000 rise on top. Currently sitting at the back here at $955,000. Here's your opportunity right here, right now. Do I have $960 for you? Here's your opportunity. At $955,000. I'll call you 3 times. Take a 2.5 if it's going to help you. $955,000. Quickly now, need a decision. Either take a single to put you back in front. First call now at $955,000. Second call. Third. Last opportunity. Interrupts. At $955,000. I'm sorry, sir, I can't help you at this stage. The owner is happy to keep owning the property at that sort of level. The auction is now closed. We do invite you to work with us afterwards, sir. Put that offer on paper. We'll keep working with you. This property, folks, has got no more left after this one. Everybody in the sir? No? So here we go. Lucky last for the day, folks. Kelly Hornsby has been waiting patiently since 1 o'clock today for the property to come up. Doing a great job out there. 614 Gloucester Road again. This option has been brought forward, folks. We do have authorised fund bidding in place for this one. There will be no bingo bidding on this one. It is a stunning 4-bedroom home encapsulated in brick and tile construction for your peace of mind. And I think one of the biggest advantages of this one, 614 Gloucester Road, nicely tucked into that Tuihana location as well. A very popular location indeed. Kelly, record title 127637 describes the property as a freehold estate, 652 square metres of land, more or less. Any additions, deletions to the channels list? No changes there, and our settlement date's still 10 December 2021. So an opportunity here for you folks to enjoy entertaining your friends and family from this outstanding kitchen that you see there up on the screen. This forms the hub of this wonderful family home here. The opportunity now is to enjoy that alfresco dining and entertaining from that first class outdoor living area there. The perfect spot just to kick back and relax there. Opportunities like this, folks, are a little bit like sunsets. If you wait too long, then you are simply going to miss it. So here's your opportunity right here, right now. The auction has been brought forward, as I said. The owner is in contract. Their contract's been signed at $1,550,000. $1,550,000. Happy to take a $5,000 rise to give you the opportunity if you're here for this property. But you'll need to let me know very quickly indeed. $1,550,000. Take a 2.5 will help you.
Because it is.
You can take a single.
It's going to sell, so if no one puts their hand up, you're going to miss.
The opportunity is right here, right now. First call. $1,555,000 to high bid now. $1,555,000. We'll have another $5,000 rise from you here in the room. Your opportunity is here. Otherwise, the phone bidder takes it at $1,555,000.
Another 1,000.
Another 1,000. Happy to take that, sir, at $1,556,000. 1556. 1560. 57. 58. 59. Do we save? 1558 is at the back. 60. 61. 61. Just need you to confirm now. 61. 1561. 62. 65. 70. I don't mind. Here to sell to the last bidder.
65.
65. 66, cleanly click.
68.
68, even better. 1568. 70. Do the logical move.
Sorry, say that. Yeah, 70.
70.
70 grand, thanks.
1570.
75.
75. Good strategic move, sir. Get ready to go again in case you need to. 1575.
76.
76. 80. 80. 1580.
800 against you.
81. 1. 85.
85.
85. Good work, sir. 1585.
1590.
1590. Should we
95.
go 1.6 sir?
95.
95, okay. Opens the door for 16. 1595 at the back of the room. Gets your bidder on the phone there, Jill, at 1,500,000.
1.6 grand.
1.6. 05, sir. 1601. Back down to the singles. Here to work with you all the way, sir, to the bitter end.
605.
605. 606. 606. 7. 10.
607.
607. 10. 10. 610. 1,610,000 buys the property here.
615 grand.
15. 20. 1615. Great for resale, sir, but somebody else wants it. Who wants it the most? That's what we're here for today.
2 more.
2. Appreciate you doing it that way too, sir. 1617. 20.
20 grand.
20. 22.
25.
25. 1625.
625 against you.
1,625,000.
626.
Right.
626.
26.
Yeah.
30.
28.
28. 30.
630 grand.
630. 1630. Wonderful property, folks, but I don't see you all living here together. You can only sell it to one of you. 1630, it goes. Consultative process going on at the back of the room there.
635.
635. 1635. 36. 40.
Just confirm with that.
37. You said the number.
640 grand.
640. 1640. 45, sir. 1640 with money on the phone.
645.
45. 1645. 1650. Decision time here in the auction room.
650 grand.
650. 100% sure Sue's been putting up a real good fight. It is a great property. I don't know when Kelly will find you another one.
One more.
One more, 651.
651. 655.
655. When they're doing that, sir, it tells you that it is a wonderful home. Another one, 656. 1656.
657.
57. Big Back down to the singles on the phone again. 660 would be the strategic move, sir, just a suggestion. 1657 it is. And sell it. Need a decision, sir, before our now selling sign runs out of flashes.
660.
660. And 660.
665 grand.
65. You said there about $15,000 is going to go, sir. $1,665,000 in favour of the phone bidder. Absolutely 100% sure, sir. You can change your mind any time before this hammer hits the podium, but once it's down, it's down. At $1,665,000. 66. 1,666,000.
667.
67.
500.
67 and a half.
670 grand.
670. Got another one of those 500s on top, sir. 70's a round number. You're the only one that can test it. $1,670,000. Have you absolutely given it your 100% best shot this time round, sir? I'll call it 3 times. First call round, $1,670,000. 100% sure, sir. Second time, 110%. Third, final opportunity, quickly now, before it goes. Last chance, quickly, it goes. Sold the phone bidder at $1,670,000. Congratulations to our client on the phone, of course. Congratulations to our sellers. Appreciate your spirit in bidding those, sir. Haven't talked to Kelly, and be hard pressed to find something as good quality as this. But that concludes our offerings today at EVES, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next week with another pile of great properties. Thank you.